What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Lennox Lewis. Big up England, big up. Get this. Lennox Lewis is down to return to the ring and fight the American superstar. Popular and legendary heavyweight Lennox Lewis has hinted he might be down for one more fight. Lewis is one of the few boxers who retired and stayed retired. He was the last undisputed heavyweight champion, as we know, having held all major titles some 24 years ago. His final fight, of course, was with Vitaly Klitschko. You know, I have mixed feelings about that fight, but it was entertaining, to say the least, okay? And since leaving the sport behind, he has often worked as a pundit, but has now apparently been speaking of a possible return. Who, you may add? Speaking on the Jackson podcast, MMA star and actor and wrestler Rampage Jackson was discussing bumping into Lewis in Saudi Arabia ahead of the own proposed fight with former Lewis victim Shannon Briggs. And he said, quote, "Lennox Lewis came over to me, sized me up, and grabbed me and said, 'Hey, I heard you want to fight Shannon. I'll train you.'" And he says that a few minutes later, the chairman of General Authority for Entertainment, Your Excellency, Turkey, asked who wanted the fight, who wanted to fight Lewis. And he said, "I look around and nobody raised their hand. My coach was next to me and I raised my hand and said, 'I'll fight Lennox Lewis once I beat Shannon Briggs.'" He said he raised his arm and he was like, "I'm down." Wow. And let me counterpunch. Lennox Lewis versus Rampage Jackson. Well, I think if it's boxing, I think Lennox still gets him. Because, see, Lennox Lewis is a guy, he might have lost his hair, but I don't think he really lost a lot. I think Lennox Lewis can still jack somebody up, honestly. I think he can lay you out. He's big, you know, he trains in Jamaica, so he stays in the gym. Now, I don't know what he does, in his recreational time, but for the most part, he stays in shape, okay? Now, is it boxing shape? That's a totally different issue. However, I think Lennox Lewis has been itching to get back into the ring, especially since Tyson Fury took on Francis Ngannou, and that was a spectacle. So why not Lennox Lewis? Lennox Lewis is a guy that I want to see what he has now. We know what he had. He was a beast, okay? But I want to know what he has at, 57, 58? That is interesting. I know Rampage is a lot younger than him, so he has age on his side. But Lennox Lewis still and always will be the Lion, okay? And in a boxing ring, I don't think it'll be in anything else. I don't think Lennox Lewis is going to get his leg broke or twisted or anything trying to get in the octagon. No. They're going to put on some gloves, Queensberry rules, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if that timing's still there. We'll see if that speed's still there. I'm pretty sure the power's still there, people. However, that would be a good fight. Why not? I'm excited just talking about Lennox Lewis coming back to the ring. You guys tell me what you think of Lennox Lewis charging up Rampage Jackson. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!